Hi. So I'm gonna do a reading for people dealing with Geminis. Again, energy is interchangeable, so could be you, could be the other person, someone in your environment. Take it how it resonates. What doesn't fit, please don't force it because you're gonna stress yourself out. And yeah, my readings are focused on healing. They are not focused on all the extra shit. So if you're not looking to heal yourself for the situation, you probably won't be entertained. So yeah. All right. There's been a change in a relationship, and I don't want to say that. I feel like it's a third party situation, and this individual ended up getting someone else pregnant. And maybe you weren't aware of this, or you are aware of this. I don't, wherever this is at for you. But, man, if you're a person who doesn't do like baby mama, baby daddy drama, doesn't like dealing with people who have children, or, however this resonates for you, it's spirit saying stop limiting yourself. And I say that to say that when you say I'm not going to deal with someone who has children, or I'm not going to deal with someone who's still got a baby mom or a baby dad who's still active, it's not like their children are grown, they're still young kids, or and if this is a third party situation, then obviously this person went and had a baby with someone else, and now it's like, what the fuck do you think you're going to get from me? So if you're dealing, i'm going to I'm gonna give you the scenarios, but you choose which one is more your story. You know, Jesus, I'm sorry. I feel anxiety doing this reading right now. So understand, when you're setting limits like this, you're cutting yourself off from possibilities and maybe even dealing with your person or someone that's meant for you to be dealt with. But you have to trust your intuition in this situation. If you know that this is your person and they just did some stupid ass shit, then that's not, you know, it's your choice if you want to go back to this, but trust yourself. You understand what your situation was. This is a collective read, so I'm not going to have the specifics on your situation. But Spirit wants you to do something different. So if you are the person who is dealing with this Gemini and they went and stepped out on you, and now there's a whole nother baby that's in the mix, and there's a kid that's not yours and it's the other person's, there's a lot, it could be a blessing, because some people can't have kids, and maybe that was a blessing in disguise, or maybe to help you get out of your own way and dealing with this thing. But however I'm sorry, my anxiety is really bad right now for you guys. So don't just jump to conclusions, don't just completely cut them off yet. It's your choice. Always, 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 it's your choice. Always go with what you feel inside. But if you know that this is your person, or if there was a reason that this occurred, try to find the reason behind it, okay? Because the best thing you can do is not be judgmental, and I don't like being judgmental. I don't judge people because we all have our histories, we all have our flaws, we've all done some shit that we're not very proud of, and we've made mistakes that we wish we could take back, because we weren't fully aware of the effect it was going to have on ourselves, on the other individual, however, so spirit wants you to not be so biased and hold your judgment, okay? And if you are dealing with someone else, or if this individual has decided to deal with someone else, be willing to pass up, you know, something that is like, okay, this is good enough. I'm good. I'm going to settle. Don't settle. Okay. Don't settle ever. Always go for what it is that you want and what you truly feel in your heart you deserve. But you have to start looking at things from a different place, not from a place of animosity and hostility. Try to find the blessing in this, try to find the lesson in this. Look for whatever it was that you maybe needed to learn. Maybe there was a lesson in it for you and that you needed to go through for you to get out of this, or maybe it's some type of healing from a past situation that you've experienced that you have to go through now. because I know like when people cheat on you or they go and have babies with other people, it fucks you up. But understand that maybe it's time for you to heal this. Okay. And that's why the situation presented itself to you now. So if that's for you, you know, I'm sorry. It is a shitty fucking thing. I don't know how you feel. I can only imagine. So it just understand everything that happens is meant to grow us as an individual, is meant to grow our souls. So don't take it as it's a horrible fucking situation, because it's only horrible if you look at it as it's horrible. Like I said, we get many blessings and we don't realize that they're blessings until later on in life. So however you feel about this, you know, if you feel you're in the right or they feel they're in the right, however this is working out for them, because again, whoever this was, it was, there's another baby. There's something that changed with the relationship, with the parenting. Something changed. Now you have to believe in yourself, and you're always going to have to do what's right. People aren't always going to agree with your decisions. You have to trust your judgment and be okay with people not liking your choices or liking what the fuck you're doing. It's that simple. You know, you can't please everybody else. You can't let other people's opinions of what you're going towards or what you want dictate your life. Okay. Because if you're like, oh, well, you know what, they did do this, but this is my person. This is the person I want to be with. And everybody else is like, yo, you're fucking stupid. I can't even believe you're thinking about going back to that. It's your choice. It is your journey. And these are your lessons to learn. So you choose what it is you're going to do with this individual, whether you're going to keep it going, you're going to go back, or you're not going to do that. Okay. Because you guys aren't together now. Whatever it was, there was a third person, because my my other woman card came up. So I know there was a third party to the situation. Now, if it was a man, vice versa. However, you know, I'm just saying woman because that's the cards that I pulled. Now, you're always together. If this is your person, it doesn't matter if you're physically here. If you're physically here or in 5D, you know, because sometimes things happen in 5D and there's union, there's everything that's occurring, but it hasn't reached down to the 3D level yet. So you might be the one that knows that this is your person and they weren't fully aware, and they got themselves into a fucked up situation that now they're like, fuck. They realized who you are to them, and they don't know how to get back to you because they know they fucked up. But understand that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It's not going to change. I'm sorry. This is hurting my heart. But it looks like if this person comes back to you, if you guys come back, because they're showing like a storm and there is something you're not seeing. There is details that you are overlooking or you haven't like focused in on. Whatever it is, you have to look closer into the situation to get the full story. Whether or not you just say, hey, oh, you're about to have a kid, fuck you. I understand completely, you know, but there's more to the situation than what meets the eye. Okay, so you have to dig further into this to find out what's going on. Because they're showing the storm is passing. So I'm assuming that this is either you've already gone through this or it's recently passing. And there is going to be peace brought back to this, but ultimately it's going to be your choice on how this happens. Because again, they're showing moving on. So someone might be moving on from whatever this situation is. So it could be you, or it could be them leaving the person they decided to have a baby with. What I can't say decided because we all know shit happens. So I'm not going to say decided, but the baby person, they're leaving that. So again, the energies could be vice versa, however it resonates, but don't lower your standards. Don't change your boundaries. Don't shift any of you. Okay. Don't do any of that for anyone. If this is meant to happen, then they're going to come back and they're going to have their shit together. But it does look like when they do come back to you, it is going to lead to an engagement. So it's going to be a higher form of commitment. But again, that's if you want this. If you don't want this, then fuck it. There's no need to try to fix the shit. But they're showing that you're just seeing the surface. You're not seeing things from a different perspective. You have to look at things from a different perspective to fully understand why this is occurring, because they're showing that there are new beginnings and you're going to get your wish fulfillment. So I don't know what the fuck this means for you, but understand that for some of you, it is a new baby. And like I said, this individual, they're showing me there's a baby, there's a fucking baby. So whether it's yours, theirs, whoever's, there's a baby that's coming. And it is bringing wish fulfillment. So maybe it's not your wish fulfillment, maybe it's their wishes that are being fulfilled right now. And I don't know if you're capable of doing this. Maybe you can't have babies, or maybe you're just like, fuck this, I have enough kids, I don't want no more kids. Whatever it was, but ultimately there is wish fulfillment in this situation. And you just have to maintain your ground and, stick to your what you know, because there's no movement. Like, you're stuck, you feel stuck, or they feel stuck, and there's like you're moving very slow because you can't find the momentum. Now, whoever this is very knowledgeable, very fair-minded, and probably a bit unemotional. So if this is the individual you're dealing with and they're not very expressive with their feelings, it's hard. It's hard because can't read someone. Even if you can feel the energy and you know that they love you, or you feel the connection, they don't express it to you. So it makes it hard for you to even be forgiving or even consider forgiving this person for doing this. So don't feel like you are bound and you can't do anything. Your life is your life. You always have the choice of moving forward and getting out of this, or trying to fix the shit. And this is a big thing to try to fix. This isn't something that's small. So understand that when we grow up, we're ingrained and meshed. Like, we're taught certain things. They teach you, well, this is how life's supposed to be. This is how relationships work. And we learn that from watching, from our people around us. We see how all of these things transpire. So if you have this belief system that once they step out on you, that's it, you're done, it might be time to kind of go back and reassess that belief system, because like I said, we all make mistakes. And it might be something that you need to work on within yourself to help you grow and learn how to be forgiving and learn how to have compassion and understanding in this situation. I'm not saying it's right in any shape, way, or form. I'm really not. But when these things occur, they are life-changing events, and it causes a trickle effect, because it's not only changing your life, it's changing their lives and the other individual. Everybody's life is being affected by this right now. But you have to change your belief system, okay? If you choose to. You don't have to, but and if you're looking for this to work, then you have to find the lessons, you have to find the blessings in these things for that to get to where you're going, because it is going to bring you great opportunities. And I know right now you're like, how the fuck is this going to bring me any type of fucking blessings? I know. Believe me, I understand, and I'm so sorry. But that's what they're saying. It's going to bring other opportunities to you. So I don't know specifically what your situation is, but you have to find strength, okay? Because if it's you, the other person, or your energies, one of you is unemotional and the other is very strong and self-sufficient and, funny, laughing, likes joking around. So maybe you need to cut this person off, or other people need to get cut off, or maybe they're cutting that person off now because that's like not their person, and they know that that's not their person anymore. But they're saying it's time for you to focus on your career, focus on yourself, focus on what it is that you're trying to build in your life for you, because that's going to help you to get out of this fucking rut that you're in right now. Ugh. I don't even want to read this. It hurts my heart. So there are possibilities. You just have to meditate and go within and see what it is that you truly want. And if this is what you really want, you have to be willing to look at it from a different perspective. You have to be willing to come at it as okay, what can I learn from this? How can this benefit my life? How is this going to benefit our relationship in the long run? When you start asking the right questions, you're going to get the answers that you need, and you'll know if this is right for you or if it's not right for you. But it is going to require compromise. And again, if this is a person that you're like, nah, I don't do baby mama, baby daddy, or I don't want fucking kids, it's going to require compromise. So if this is your person and you didn't want kids and now they have a kid and it was probably with someone they didn't want to be with long term, I have more cards I got to pull for the other energy. So we're going to see, but I'm assuming it's not the best. They don't really want this person because they're showing as a completion. And I have the Six of Cups here. So for me, when I see the Six of Cups, it's usually people from the past, soulmates, family things, energies like that. So if this is your person, then naturally you guys are going to come back together because it's your fucking person. But whatever this was, there's a completion to that cycle now. Just trust yourself because now they're showing, again, I don't know if you have children or if you're capable of having children, but this person has 3 children or is about to have 3 children. Um, so if they have kids that are older or not present or whatever, and now you have an actual full-time baby to deal with, it's your choice, they don't know what to say to you. They don't know how to come back to you. They don't know how to apologize to you. You have left a major impact on this individual's life, and that's why they're still drawn to you and want to come back to you. So they do want to offer you engagement. But like I said, if you're feeling a resentment, because I would be resentful, I'd be like, fuck you. Again, it's things you worked on. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But by holding on to the resentments, it's not going to allow the relationship to get to where you were wanting it to go or where you were hoping it was going to lead to. Okay, so it is going to take effort because this is a connection that's more spiritual. Like I said, it starts in the 5D and then we bring it down into the 3D. So if this is your person, you have to find a self-discipline to stand your ground, maintain your standards, maintain your boundaries, so that way you're not letting this individual walk all over you. And after something like this, I know it's going to be really hard to release this type of hurt, because it's a form of betrayal. But it's not only a form of betrayal, it's now a constant reminder of the betrayal. And it's not the baby's fault. The baby is innocent, has nothing to do with this. But it's something that if you proceed with this individual, you're going to have to tolerate for the rest of your life. This is something, it's a serious fucking thing forever. You can't just say, okay, well, I hate you, fuck the baby, fuck the girlfriend, fuck all of y'all. I mean, you can, fuck it, why not? But if you were really looking to try to move forward, then you have to really sit with your feelings and see how you feel about this situation, and if it's something that you feel is really worth healing. I'm so sorry. My heart feels so heavy right now. I don't like these feelings. So try to find higher reason. And again, ask questions. If you know family members, if you have friends in common, whatever it is, start digging and see what's going on. Ask the necessary questions, because the more you start to look into this, the more clarity you're going to get about the situation. But don't come at it as aggressive. Okay, don't come at it like I'm gonna fuck her up, I'm gonna fuck him up. However, don't come at it like that. Try to come at it from a peaceful place. Try to come at it from a place where you've already found some type of clarity, or you've made peace with what already has happened, so that way you can continue to move forward. I'm sorry. So you have to set your intention with action. So if your intention is to be with this individual, then naturally you have to take the necessary actions in order for things to start working out, because they're saying miracles do happen. So if you think this person left you and they just went and started a whole new life and they're happy and fucking they got everything, it doesn't feel like that's the case. It doesn't feel like that's the case, okay? But you have to learn how to prioritize. And that when I say prioritize, it means say, okay, if this is for me, then yes, this is for me. If this is not for me, then no, this isn't for me. I want to do this. I don't want to do this. Learn what's important to you and what's not important to you, because you have to love yourself more than you love anyone else in order for you to live the life that you want to live. So if someone hurt you, I understand you fucking get hurt, but you can't shut down. You can't just throw it away and be like, I'll deal with this later. Feel your feelings. They hurt you, tell them they hurt you. And if you're not talking right now, then at some point, you guys, I'm sure, will have some type of communication, because this isn't just going to blow over like, hey, here's a baby, nothing ever happened, no worries. It's not going to happen that way. But if you've been trying to rekindle the connection and you didn't understand why it wasn't happening or why it wasn't working, that's why it's been the way it is. And like I said, this isn't for everybody. This message is not for everyone. So please do not get stressed out if your person is not with a third party and doesn't have a third party pregnant. Okay. But if it is your person, then this is what's going on and the reason you guys have been so disconnected. So you have to give it time, and more so give it time for yourself, so that way you can get over whatever resentments you're harboring right now. Okay. You have to accept the situation as it is. You can't fight it. You can't change it. It's more of an acceptance. And it's hard. The way my heart feels right now, if your heart feels like that, then it's hard. It's hard. And I couldn't imagine. I really couldn't, because they're showing me it is another woman that was here. And the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to turn, but it doesn't look like they're going to change probably until maybe summer, late summer, early fall. So around that time frame is when things might start picking up and changing for you. So don't force it, okay? Because sometimes people need to learn lessons, and if you think they're not going to come back, or maybe they're still with that person, they're going to come back to you because they miss you. You're in their heart space, and anybody can look good. Anybody can want to fuck whoever. Anybody can do any of those things. But when you connect on a soul level, it's a different type of connection. And there's not ever going to be anything that's going to compare to that. So don't feel like you've completely lost this individual. But you can't be resentful and mean and expect this person to want to come back to you, because they're going to be like, nah, fuck this shit. I don't got the time or the energy for it. So you really have to work on your heart chakra and the pain that they caused you, okay? Because they're showing there is, you suffered a loss. And it is a loss. You suffered a dream, maybe. Maybe it was your dream to have a kid with this person and live that life that he's living right now. Or she, I don't know, whoever had a baby. Maybe that's what it is, that you feel like there's this great loss, but you're sitting around and you're waiting right now. And waiting is fine, but don't do it in vain. You're waiting, be productive in your waiting. Work on your career, work on self-development, work on self-love, work on healing whatever issues you have inside you that need to be healed, because right now this is requiring a lot of strength on your part. And God bless you, because I don't know if I'd have it in me to do it. So please, be patient with yourself above everything else. And if it's something that you just know you can't do, then be honest and say, I can't do it. And that's it. They chose to do that. You didn't choose it for them. You didn't force them. That's something that they chose to do. So you have to see how this is going to work for you. But when you're venturing off, don't be afraid to step into things without knowing how everything's going to work out, because you always have the option of going in a different direction. But the way it looks right now is like the fucking song, Icebox, Where My Heart Used to Be. That's what's there now. It's like there's just straight coldness. Like that's how you feel. You feel very cold to this person. But they're saying to ride out this wave, okay? Because commitment is coming. I'm so sorry. I just can't with this fucking reading. They're saying commitment is coming to you. And I know you're probably like, well, why the fuck did I have to go through all this shit just to get the fucking commitment I should have got from the beginning? I know. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this person, because it's a shitty fucking thing to do to somebody. But if you really are, this is really your person, and you can find it in your heart to forgive this person, and then hopefully live the life that you want, understand that justice is going to happen. Justice is coming in, and it's going to be a fair and objective decision that's going to come in for you. So, but again, please, you have to really look into this. You can't just let it rock. You can't let them come back and give you half-ass stories, half-ass truths. Don't do that. You ask a shitload of fucking questions. I don't care if you have to go down the whole damn family. You ask the questions that are on your heart, whatever's on your mind, ask and get clarity so that way you can make an informed decision and decide if this is really how you want to pursue with this person. Because there's mad people in the world. You don't have to stay with this person. There's plenty of other people, but they might not be your person. So you have to decide if it's worth holding on to and taking that risk or letting it go. Because when they come back, it's showing that they are going to be devoted to you. I know, I'm sorry. But you will be able to trust the relationship from that point on, okay? But again, try to find something to occupy your time, okay? Whether it's do something creative, do arts, fucking dancing, music, poetry, whatever it is that you like to do that's creative, focus on that. Focus your energy into that, okay? And reach out to other people. I don't know if you're going through a career change or you're having some money issues. Whatever you have going on, be careful with your spending. Like all this coronavirus bullshit got most of us locked the fuck down right now. So just be careful with what you're doing with your money. And obviously most of us can't even go to work. So, But reach out to others if you need help. And like I said, in this situation, you're going to have to get information from other people because I don't know if they're going to be completely honest. So ask the questions because they might just tell you, they'll be like, oh, well, you didn't ask or you didn't say this. Ask every fucking question. I'd have a fucking list from A to fucking Z about all the shit I want to know. So just do that because, again, balance is going to be restored and justice is going to happen because I just feel so bad. Because it looks like there's a lot of suppression, like you're holding a lot in. So if this is something that's very emotional, you're isolating yourself right now. Or again, they are, however it is, but there's a lot of isolation. There's so much sadness that's right now that's they feel bound, they feel so tight, and it looks like there's a lot of energetic cords that they have attached to them. So if you know about cord cutting, I usually do it in the shower, and really all it is envisioning. You can do it as a thread that's attached from you to the other individual, and if it's a cord, however it is, and imagine that cord being cut and it's severed, and that's it, and release that energy. But that's something that that individual needs to do, or something that you need to do, because one of you is fully aware of how the other individual is feeling right now and what they're going through. So it's kind of getting out of that space. So if you're in this space where you're like, you feel like you're down and you're fucking bound and you're being just pulled down by everything right now, you have to find a way to bring yourself up out of that, okay? Because I don't want you to get into depression. I don't want you to be sad. It's, feelings are feelings. We're meant to have them and feel them, but when something really traumatic happens, we tend to hold on to it longer and we keep reliving it. And that's the reason it does more damage, because we keep replaying the same scenarios in our head over and over and over again. And we're living in misery. We're creating a hell for ourselves. So don't do that. Understand it happened, feel that it happened, and release it. Because when you release it, then you allow space for good to come in. You allow yourself to let this go and heal from it. So don't keep replaying it. Don't keep asking yourself why. Don't ask if you weren't good enough. It had nothing to do with you. It's a lot of shit that they needed to deal with that they're going through. So don't feel like it's you, because again, they realize that you are their person, okay? And again, they're showing me the connection. You guys are bound. So if this is something from a past life, this is your person, and you might even end up pregnant after all of the fuckery. And again, I'm so fucking sorry. But it looks like you're not really sure. You're not sure, and it's like you're walking in blind. It's hard. I just feel so fucking bad. I don't even want to do this. So there is going to be union, but ultimately that's your choice. And it has a lot to do with releasing the resentments, because if you go into this union holding on to the resentment, it's going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart. And if you don't want it to fall apart, then you have to heal yourself and come at this from a different perspective, like a clean slate, like, hey, my name is and you are nice to meet you, and yes, I have a child, like, you have to come at it like that, okay? You can't come at it with whatever shit you guys had in the past, okay? Because they're getting signs. You or them is getting signs that this is your person, that they need to come back to you, okay? And if you guys haven't been talking, and I'm doesn't look like you've been talking, but you never know. They miss you, you know, even if they haven't expressed it and you think they just forgot you fucking exist, they have not, okay? You're always on their mind, and that's why they're going to come back to you. It's going to take a little bit of time, but they have shit that they need to go through. There's things that they need to learn, because this is a fucked up thing. And whatever it is, whatever this person is to them, they're going to give them the justice that you'll find pleasure in, because apparently it's very much deserved for the fuckery they're putting you through right now. But that is that reading. I'm gonna pull some crystal for you guys. Use that'll hopefully help you with this situation, give you some clarity, help you shift your energy a little bit. Jesus, too many. All right, pull two more. Not at the same time. Sometimes they want to just keep popping out. All right, one more. No. One more card. All right, so we have aquamarine, and usually, like, I don't know. I go online, and apparently, since we're all on fucking lockdown, it's probably the only way you're going to be able to find any crystals. But I use healingcrystals.com. They have pretty good crystals, and they have different sizes and different prices. But enhanced clarity, calm discernment, awareness, and acceptance of one's truth. So this will probably be very beneficial for you to carry or wear on your body in dealing with this fuckery, okay? And I'm pissed off for you. So I'm sorry. And this here, the Dalmatian stone, it's playfulness, childlike joy, and enthusiasm for life, absurdity, humor, and laughter. So while you're going through this, you know, I know it sucks and it's fucking hard. You still have to find the joy in life. You still have to be lighthearted and try to just enjoy every moment for what it is. You know, don't put so much pressure on yourself. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Take your time, because they're the one that fucked up, not you. So you don't need to rush because now they're ready. Like, no, motherfucker, I was ready 5 months ago. Where the fuck was you at? So don't rush because they want you to. The next one is hematite. Becoming grounded, getting back to the earth, practicality, and centeredness, balance, and calm. So this will be great for you to kind of come back to center and start trusting your intuition and decide if this is really what it is that you want to do with your life or with this person. Okay, again, more power to you. I have a lot of respect for you. The chakras that you guys need to work on, we have the root chakra, and the sacral chakra. Okay, so work on those chakras. YouTube has a lot of videos that you can watch. I like the frequencies or the meditations that help. Now I'm going to shuffle. I will let you guys ask a question. This is the Angel Answers deck. So it's going to tell you whatever question it is that's on your mind right now, on your heart. Focus on it. I'm going to shuffle a few times so that way you can probably think of a question. Okay, they're saying communicate clearly. So again, like I said, many questions. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards because there's various people watching, so maybe they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Again, we have reconsider. So if you've been debating on yes or no, or you are walking away, reconsider that decision. And one more. That's 2 more. I only want 1. Damn it, I said 1. this is why I like doing this offline, because it takes forever. And forgiveness. So forgiveness is going to take, it's going to be a major thing. And it's not, oh, I forgive you and let's fucking put this behind us like it never happened. No, no, no. It's going to have to be true forgiveness from your heart. Like, okay, we can do this. I'm going to work on healing myself and forgiving you in the process. So hopefully this message resonated with you and it gave you some type of clarity. And I'm so fucking sorry because this is a very fucking shitty thing. But I love you guys. Thank you for the support. And I don't know what sign I have to do next, but I will be back on here probably shortly because I have about 6 more signs to do. So have a good night, you guys. Yes, I want to end it.